Happy New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve, everybody. Today, can't think of any better way I'd do it for my New Year's Eve than working on a car. So I'm gonna pull the valve covers off this, see what they look like, see what the heads look like, and go from there. I'm undecided what I'm gonna do with 360 yet, because I really don't want to have it bored out, because it just doesn't in there for me. Because me being me, if I bore it out, I'm gonna want to put better rods in it, better pistons in it, and then if you're gonna do that, you might as well not stop there. You might as well get a stroker crank, put that in, and it just snowballs. So I don't know yet. Those are still cheap engines to find. I might just try to find another one. I may bore it out and just keep it all stock. I don't know about this. You guys, valve covers here. Yeah, I would say this thing is probably fucked. Because that looks like this now, and I can only imagine what the cylinder's gonna look like. I don't know, at this point we're gonna pull it out and we'll get the heads and shit bust off of it and we'll see from there. But judging by that, this thing's at least gonna need bored out. And probably the heads are probably junk. Which really sucks, because these heads are really good heads, because they're like when emissions and stuff start coming along. So maybe we could save them. We'll have to see. That is bad. 360, 390, something like that. And it looked this bad in it. And just, wow. I mean, there is tons of gunk. And look at that. So yeah, that completes our video of how the hell does this engine look. Stay tuned for when we pull it out and pull it apart here in a couple days. So we got the intake and stuff off the Buick. There's what it looks like. I'm not sure exactly if it can be saved.
I'm sure it'll be alright, maybe.
I'm anxious to see how we get the lifters out of it, because it looks like the lifters are actually melted to the cam.
Try to see if we can get it to come up. If we can get it to come up a little bit, then we'll just knock them out the bottom and take it apart. We're going to pull out the bottom.
This is the product of what? Letting the car sit out in the outside?
It's not, it ain't sit outside because it ain't rusted out. Bad enough to sit outside probably this year. But it's definitely set someplace that could draw moisture.
Bring you guys back when we get further. So guys, here it is. It's just this side.
Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Do what?
So it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I did lose the wire brush, so let's see here.
You guys, I'm putting out this first little video, but I'm gonna put up this first video. This is us pulling the heads apart, and not pulling the heads apart, pulling the heads off and stuff like that. We're gonna get home later tonight, and we're gonna start the new video on pulling the engine the rest of the way out and getting the bottom end looked at. We do believe that it doesn't need to be punched out 30 over or nothing like that. It just needs to be, you know, cheap, dingle ball honed, and probably put back together. We'll see further when we get like deeper into it, but that's our plan right now, is to get it stripped down, dingle ball honed, put it back together with new rings, stuff like that, new bearings, stuff like that, same stuff, just as we do on all our engines, new oil pumps, stuff like that, and put it back in the car, get the car running. Like I said, this car is not going to be nothing too crazy. We just want something like a cool little daily driver. It is going to have an aluminum intake, headers, but as far as like putting a shift kit in the trans or a really big cam, no. That would, in my opinion, that would destroy the value of the car more than what I probably will. Now, I am going to keep the original manifolds, the intake, stuff like that, because if I ever sell a car, which everything in my yard's for sale, I may get a hair up my ass and decide to sell it. And in that case, somebody that wants to buy it for like to restore it is going to want the original intake, the original exhaust manifold, stuff like that. The heads have to be gone through. They do have a couple stuck valves in them. So we got to pull them apart, go through them, probably have new seats put in them, maybe. I'm not sure. Put new cam bearings in the engine because I'm sure the cam bearings are going to be destroyed. But I really wanted to do that anyways because they sell, I forgot who it was on YouTube here, some guy on YouTube that builds Buicks. I think he's an AHRA guy or whatever, said that they sell a bearing with a groove in it so that way it gets better oiling. Now I could have misinterpreted what that grooved bearing means, but I'm pretty sure that's for more oil. But yeah, I think the car's gonna be a fun car. We're gonna keep it bench seat, keep it all like it is, just replace trunk pan and floor pan, and that's really it. And then drive it around like it is because I think it's a cool car. I think it's got good patina. Eventually, if I keep it, I'll fix the quarters, but as of right now, the quarters don't really need fixed to drive it. And I want to enjoy the car. Now, the Dart, in this video I said that I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do, if it can be fixed and bored out, I'm going to punch it 30 over and buy new pistons. I'm going to leave the rest of it stock. And here's why, because it's probably easier for me to have it punched 30 over and buy new pistons than it would be to me punch it 30 over, buy new connecting rods, buy new crank, you know, all that would take months and months, if not a couple years. And I want to have the Dart on the road by spring. That way we can take it onto the track and actually see what it does. And then my plan is after this summer, we'll get it back in the garage, we'll paint it, we'll do the body work, stuff like that on the video. But I know a lot of you have been waiting, and the 360 would have already been built if it wasn't for that cylinder. I'm afraid that if I build it like that, it's going to buckle a ring or break a ring or something like that. And I really have too much money in this car, in the engine, to just throw it together and say screw it. You know, I don't want to blow up the engine my first pass. That's why I bought everything I bought for it. But as always, guys, I hope you guys had a good New Year and all that stuff. We had one here. I didn't really do much work last night because I was busy with my girlfriend. So tonight we'll get a video, and I'll probably get out by Monday or Tuesday, maybe Wednesday at the latest. So have a good night, you guys. I'll see you guys next time here on Poor Man's Speed Shop. Stay safe, and see you guys later.